but it sure hasn't happened yet.
John, that's the question I want to ask you. Do you believe his hold on the speakership, assuming the Republicans do gain seats in the midterms, is as strong as it appears today?
I think we don't know, George. The honest answer is we don't know. The Republicans are united going into the midterm elections. The Republicans want to win the House. McCarthy will be the leader that takes them through the midterm elections. But what happens after when they come together to elect a speaker in January, all Donald Trump has to do is to come out solidly against McCarthy, and all bets are off. McCarthy it's like a blackmail where everybody knows the blackmail material because it's been out for the world to see. Donald Trump knows that McCarthy has to have, that he has basically control over McCarthy's future. But I have to say, with all due respect, Governor Christie, I don't think you're characterizing what was on that tape accurately. There's no way to listen to that tape and to think that Kevin McCarthy told the truth. That tape, you hear Kevin McCarthy saying, "I've had it with that guy," referring to Donald Trump. Yep. You hear Kevin McCarthy saying he is going to call Donald Trump, and his recommendation would be that he is to resign. It is true, and
that's not what he said. John, that's not what he said.
Can I please?
That's not what he said.
Can I please finish?
Walking through. No, but look, I've heard your point.
He didn't say what you said.
Yes, he did. What he said was, if the Senate has the votes to convict.
That's not a quote. That's not a quote. That's not a quote from the tape.
Then I would tell him to resign. That's what the conversation was. And look, you know who cares about this? Maybe 5 people in Washington, D.C. The voters across the country could care less about this. This is the rear-view mirror stuff that the American people don't care about when they're paying $5 a gallon for gas, when they've got 8.5% inflation and can't buy their groceries, and when there's crime all over the streets in our major cities. They just don't care, John, and that's why the story doesn't get any traction outside Washington, D.C.
But the point is that there is a credibility issue here, Chris, because these reporters, Jonathan Martin and Burns, they reported what McCarthy said, and it wasn't just about saying that he was going to call him and suggest he resigns. It was the whole gamut here. The stuff about Twitter, where he said, "I've had it with this guy," and McCarthy comes out and issues a flat denial. This is fake news. They've made it up. It's not true. And then you have the tapes. Every quote in that original story is backed up by the tape. Every single quote. And McCarthy has come to the world and said it was all fake news. It's not true. Now, maybe you think that doesn't matter. Maybe it doesn't matter politically. But there is a question of credibility. The denial was not accurate. The denial was, in fact, a lie.
It certainly didn't seem to matter to most House Republicans.